TGIF here on Kababayan today. You hear me say this a lot. Also means thank God I'm Filipino, because through this show, America's first and only daily talk show for and about the Filipinos, we are informed about some of the issues and events in our community. Also, we try to celebrate Kababayan Pride every day, because there's a lot of Kababayans representing very well, and we celebrate their accomplishments. Our guest today is no different, representing very well the gorgeous Miss Chuti. Hello and welcome to Kababayan today.
Thank you so much, Janelle, and I am definitely a proud Kababayan. So
very beautiful. But your name, Chuti, is that your real name or screen name?
Believe it or not, I was born with this name.
Ah, cute. It's so catchy.
It is, and my parents had no idea how much of a benefit would be someday in my career.
Right, right.
It is a Fujian name, so I'm half Chinese, half Filipina.
Same with me. Yes.
Hello.
And then, so both parents Filipino? Or?
Now, my mother is Filipina, my father is Chinese.
Okay.
He's Fujian, and he born and raised in Cebu, and my mom is from Davao.
So, Filipina, Pinay na Pinay.
That's right.
When did you start acting? And I know that you have a long list of projects on your resume. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, well, first and foremost, being on the internship has been amazing.
Yes.
I believe on one of your shows you had my son.
Yeah, yeah. Your son was Tobit Raphael, who was Yo-Yo Santos in the movie.
And I'm Mrs. Santos.
Yes,
Yo-Yo's mom.
And you look so young. I can't believe they cast you as his mom.
What did you? Well, do you know what I like to think? It's a nice reflection on us Filipinas,
right,
that we don't age.
Yeah.
So, so I could be 80.
Yeah. No, you cannot be 80. Come on. But also, did they cast him first before they cast you?
They did, and I was ecstatic.
Right.
Yay. No, it's really interesting, though, because I think more and more Filipinos are coming into the forefront of the media.
Yeah.
When I did a series regular role on a nighttime soap opera called Desire for My Network TV, I remember I auditioned, and it was for the role at the time for Rachel Ramirez. And I'm like, great, I'll be Filipina, right?
Right.
They saw me. They're like, she's Asian, so let's give her an Asian last name.
Yeah, I love that.
You know, and it's like, okay.
But Ramirez can also be Hispanic.
It can be Hispanic. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And I wish they would have let me keep
the Ramirez. Because instead, what did they give you?
Lynn, L-I-N.
Oh, but you look more Filipina.
I know, Janelle.
Well, what's the atmosphere out there? There used to be a time when people said Asian, they meant Chinese or Koreans or Japanese.
Yes. And frequently in the breakdowns, they still mean that. I mean, I know, it's funny.
Right.
And I've gotten feedback sometimes from casting directors to my manager or agent or whomever. We need someone who's really Chinese. I'm like, I'm half Chinese.
Okay, what's really Chinese?
What's really Chinese, exactly. And what they meant is fairer skin, straighter hairs, like maybe smaller eyes, because mine tend to be a little bit more almond.
Okay.
And you know what? I understand, because that's their project.
Right.
They want something very stereotypical, like porcelain, white skin.
Right. Like more Chinese, more stereotypical Chinese.
Exactly.
But going back to that, or piggybacking on that, I know when Tobit was here last time, he said that the name was Yo-Yo something else, very Chinese last name. And then, but he was cast, and he told them that he was Filipino, so they changed it to Santos.
So I think it's changing. I'm so excited.
Right.
In fact, there's a lot of people who have no idea the great Spanish influence there is in the Philippines.
Yeah. Is it also changing from the other side, from the Filipino family side? Because a lot of Filipinos, and we talk about this on the show as well, Filipino parents prefer that their kids get into more stable jobs, more stable profession in accounting or nursing. Yeah. Did you have to go through that?
Oh, yes. And I would say until recently, my parents, God bless them, would still be like, when are you getting a real job? And, you know, it's really funny you should say that, because I think Filipino parents, there is that huge emphasis on being successful and whatnot. And my husband and I just produced a film that I wrote. It's called Pretty Rosebud.
Congratulations!
Thank you so much. And it really addresses how Filipino/Chinese/Asian parents can very much pressure their kids into trying to be the perfect daughter or son, the perfect wife. You have to be...
Yeah, even Yo-Yo's role in the internship was like that, right?
Yes.
Remember the one eyebrow?
That's exactly it. I know. I stressed him out so much.
Yeah, you did. And even your husband in the movie.
I know. No, you'll have to ask my real husband if I do that.
Right, and that is when you come back to talk about that movie that you're writing and you're producing.
Yes,
but before that, running out, it's always too short, the time here. Yeah.
I know,
but okay, tips for aspiring actors. You seem to be happy. You mentioned the word success earlier, successful. What is it? What is the measure of successful? When you make it to Hollywood, is that the ultimate success? I mean, you know, when you're doing something you love, that's success to me.
Yes,
right?
That's very true. And success is really not a destination. Gosh, that sounds like such a cliche. But you have to look at it. It's not, oh, when I make my first million.
Yeah.
Oh, when I win an Oscar.
Right.
Oh, when I land a television show. That's not necessarily success.
Okay.
It's literally, are you happy with yourself? Are you being true to yourself, to your morals, to the kind of art that you want to create?
Love that.
Yeah,
love
I think that'd be it.
Very quickly, advice for parents out there.
Okay. Advice for parents. Be kind, be forgiving, and understand that children have to make their own mistakes. And especially those of the artistic ilk, let them express themselves, because we need that. And in fact, in this day and age, I don't think it's just Filipino families, but everyone. We need to learn that the incoming generation needs to express themselves the way they see fit.
Beautiful, and you've expressed yourself very beautifully and effectively in this interview. Please come back when you're ready with your movie.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and more power to you.
Thank you.